What's up everybody, it's the Masked Man here, and it has been a while since my last upload, and I am very sorry about that, but today, I'm back to talk about one of the greatest shows of all time, Hunter x Hunter. Recently I have finished all 148 episodes, and now that I finished it, I wanted to make a video about this amazing franchise. So today, we're going to rank the arcs in Hunter x Hunter. Now I only have two rules for this countdown. First, this will only be the anime arc, seeing as the Dark Continent arc is not finished in the manga, and second is that I will be counting the Zoldyck family arc as part of the Hunter exam, seeing as it is short as hell and basically a continuation of the events in the Hunter exams. But with that all being said, let's get into it. Now, I don't hate Greed Island. In fact, I love it, but it is my least favorite arc. Maybe it was because I wanted to get to the next arc, but whatever. Anyway, this arc is really good. I love the concept of Greed Island and the card system. As a gamer and a fan of RPGs, this was really enjoyable. Biscuit was also really cool, but I still don't believe she's 50. That's bullshit, just look at her, she ain't 50. Genthru wasn't the best villain, but for this arc, he was pretty good. His Nen abilities are cool. Little Flower is definitely in my top 10 Nen abilities, and his Bomber ability was also really creative. Also, Hisoka was the main character, and that's a plus. Overall, Greed Island was pretty damn good. Introductory arc, the Hunter exams does a fantastic job of introducing us to the world of Hunter x Hunter. One of the strengths of this arc is the interactions between Gon, Killua, Kurapika, and Leorio. Hunter x Hunter is definitely at its best when these four are together. Also, I like how the arc doesn't have Nen in it. Yes, there are some scenes where basic Nen like Zetsu are shown, but no Nen abilities or outright mentions. This just shows you how good Hunter x Hunter is. It doesn't even directly mention one of the core elements of the entire universe in the first arc, and it's still an amazing and really enjoyable arc. Also, seeing Killua's family and how twisted they are, it gave us a little bit of an insight to Killua and who he is as a person, and what environment he was raised in, and how that shaped him into who he is today. Overall, the Hunter exams is a great introductory arc that sets up the entire anime. I love Heaven's Arena. I think it is one of the best training arcs in all of anime. It is also very underrated. I have absolutely no reason why. But let's go over the reasons of why this arc is amazing. For starters, the way it introduces Nen into the story is absolute genius. By using a tournament as a template, Gon and Killua can watch people who use Nen and test it out on their own in the arena. I also really like their teacher Wing and his apprentice Zushi. Having another person learn Nen along Gon and Killua was also a really good idea on Togashi's part. The foreshadowing for the next arc was also really good when Hisoka was being healed by a Phantom Troop member after his battle with Castro. And speaking of Hisoka, his fight against Gon and Castro were great, and his ability Bungee Grum is really creative and shows his inner self through his power. I can go on and on about how good this arc is, but I would just be rambling. Heaven's Arena is amazing and one of the best training arcs in all of anime. Another underrated arc. The Enchantment Election arc comes at a time when it is needed most. This happens after the darkest arc in the entire series up to this point, and after that, a light-hearted arc was definitely necessary to release some of the tension. But anyway, one of the things I love about this arc is that Leorio is a crucial part of it. He is running for chairman of the Hunter Association, and since that is one of the two major plots of this arc, he's in it a lot. The other story is Killua is rescuing his sister from his family. Why his sister was locked up and why he is rescuing her would take a long time to explain, so I won't even try. Seeing Gon's father after all this time was very satisfying, and I really like him. The politics in this arc are also really interesting, and the stuff with Killua was very badass. Hisoka also had a great fight with one of the Zoldyck butlers that is definitely in my top 10 fights. The Chairman Election arc was just what we needed after a dark and very gritty arc. I'm going to get crucified for putting this number 2, but number 2 is still pretty good. But anyway, the Chimera Ant arc is the most famous and loved arc in the entire franchise, and for good reasons. It's dark and subverts your expectations on numerous occasions. It has one of the most complex characters up to this point, Meruem, and seeing him turn from a cruel monster to someone who values even the weakest life is just incredible. Just seeing the Chimera Ants, creatures that have done terrible things for the first half of this arc, turn into a species that isn't really different from humans is amazing. I could talk about this one aspect for hours, but I might just have to make a video about that later down the line. Also, the fight scenes are amazing. Multiple episodes that are 30 seconds in the universe feel like hours to the characters and to the audience. Then there is the orgasmic fight between Netero and Meruem that is visually stunning but also tactical and strategic. Then there is episode 31, and without saying much to people who haven't seen it, it gave me chills. It's scary. By the end of the arc, I feel like a terrible person. I'm sure I'm not alone in thinking that. The Chimera arc is legendary and it damn well deserves to be. This was a very hard spot to choose, but when I was watching, I just enjoyed the arc the most. One of the reasons I love this arc so much is because it mainly focuses on Kurapika, who is one of my favorite characters. He's just so badass, especially in the fight against Uvogin, who is also badass. And then there's the Phantom Troop, who are enough to carry this arc by themselves. I love Chrollo and Phaeton and Shaunark, and I just love them all. I also love the fight between Silva, Zeno, and Chrollo. Seeing Chrollo's power in battle was just a sight to behold. The ending to the arc was also unexpected and really cool. The side stuff with Gon, Kilo, and Leorio was awesome as always. I'm not really saying as much as I did for the Chimera Ant arc, but that's probably because the Chimera Ant arc is way longer than this one. But overall, this arc is amazing and my favorite Hunter x Hunter arc. So that's my ranking of the Hunter x Hunter arcs. If you have a different opinion than me, then please leave it in the comments. I would love to read them. And if you made it this far in the video, then thank you. This was not a really good video on my part. It could have been way more well edited. There are some parts that don't really look the best. I think some of you might have noticed it, maybe you didn't. But anyway, thank you for watching, and sorry about my audio. Like, I'm pretty sick right now, so the audio didn't really sound the best, in my opinion at least, but I did what I could. So once again, thank you for watching. I'm the Masked Man. Have a great day, and peace out. Take care.